Can you skydive in the city?
Once.
No way they allow that, right?
No way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of An Interesting Discussion Sometimes. Today, this is episode 149, and we're back with the regular boys. That's Haran, Christian, and Harsha. And today, we have another guest with us. This guest is an OG friend of mine. I think I've known him longer than most of the people in here. His name is Kush. Kush, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm Kush. I went to college with all these guys, and Tarun I've actually known since third grade.
Yeah,
we
like
ended up going. Yeah, we went to the same elementary school, and that's where we got super close. And then kind of, I think you moved or something, and so we didn't talk much for, I think, like high school, and then reconnected in college. You know, met the rest of the guys through there. Actually, Harsha I also knew in high school too. But yeah, I mean, this was. It's been fun knowing you guys. I'm glad to be on here, and thanks for having me.
Of course, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, in college, Kush lived across the hall from us. You know, that was a fucking time and a half. I think too many crazy things happened in that building. One of which I think we've told the story many, many times on the podcast. But so one of our neighbors, their floor caved in because they had too many people.
Yeah.
So for like us boys, we weren't really affected because we were on like the other side of the building and we never had to like evacuate and stuff. But Kush, I think you and your roommates had to like evacuate and had to stay at a hotel for a bit, right?
Yeah. So that weekend I was actually gone, and I come back and there's like no one there, and I hit everyone up. I'm like, dude, where are you guys at? And they're like, yeah, this happened. We're in a hotel. They put us in a hotel. And yeah, I was just like, this is so random. And how does it even happen? Right? Like, I mean, structurally, everything is built with so much tolerance. Like, this shit is not supposed to break. So it's kind of impressive that it actually happened.
Do we actually know how many people was in that apartment, like when it happened? Like, do like a rough estimate?
There has to be
at least
over like 150.
Yeah, at least 100
like,
something. Right?
It wasn't like I'm gonna have a party at my place, because we did that, you know, we're cool like that. But
we don't know enough people to have 150 people in our
apartment. No, they like had like this entire like org, like in their buildings. Like, I'm gonna hold a general body meeting and party in my apartment.
My God, how do you fit 150 people in?
I legit have no idea.
That sounds disgusting.
That's where COVID originated.
Dude, right? Wait. Okay, no, I think it was before COVID.
Yeah. Oh no. Post COVID, that's a felony.
Also, there's some shit where like, you know, if like everybody like I watched a YouTube video on this. Kush, you can tell me because you're Mechie God. Mechie is mechanical engineering for those of you who don't know.
Stop saying thank you.
Sorry. There's like something where like basically like if everybody walks at the same pace and like the same steps, or like they jump at the same time on a bridge, there's like some type of like harmonic vibration or like seismic waves that are at a certain pattern that can break the bridge.
So imagine, you think this was like a synchronized dance team that broke the floor?
No, because like imagine like they're because they probably played like Mo Bamba, right? Like that's what all people listen to and party back in the day. So like Mo Bamba, that shit makes your body move in ways that people cannot comprehend.
You know, like everyone jumps like fuck shit, bitch. You all jump at the same time while you say it. It's a fucking earthquake.
So fuck shit, bitch, broke the building. What do you think about that, Kush? Do you think that's possible?
Dude, honestly, at this point, I don't know what the fuck is possible. If they fit 150 people in there, they could pull off anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, yeah, if you have 150 people jumping at the same time to fuck shit, bitch, like that shit is gonna break. That makes sense.
There's also some weak spots, like at least in our build, like in our apartment, like it's like near like the center shared floor. Like there was definitely some like I don't know how to dip. Yeah, a dip essentially, like in the floor. Really? Like everyone targeted that specific location. I don't know if it's the same because like there was the apartment that broke was also like a third floor apartment, which I'm assuming also had probably weak something floors. So yeah, they all jumped at that like sensitive point, who knew what could happen. But luckily, it wasn't our apartment that did that. So
Honestly, right? No problems. At that point, though, I feel like they should be. I feel like it's partly on collegiate to inspect and like make sure you're actually structurally sound, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some code or law that enforces you to do that.
That's crazy because like the girls, we had like the girls that lived under us, like we knew them, we know them very well, and like so sometimes we would be like downstairs in their apartment, and like so say like Christian's downstairs and I'm like upstairs, I'm just walking, and I walk very loudly. Like if I walk, like it sounds very scary downstairs, bro. Like so just imagine like a bunch of people are just like walking at the same time around that area. It could be bad.
I know. I actually really appreciate that we were on the third floor.
Yeah.
I remember standing in line in like September to get collegiate third floor.
The goat floor.
Yeah. Oh man, what a time.
Yeah.
Looking back, bro, the rent in that place, man, that's just so nice.
Crazy.
I'm so glad we got out when we did.
Yeah, you know how expensive it is now. It's like fucking. It's like what the Edge was when we were there.
Yeah, it's like.
Did it go about you? Did you go back in person for your last year or no?
No, but my sister's there now, so that's how I kind of figured this stuff out.
She's in collegiate?
She's a freshman, so she's on campus. She's in, I think, West Egg, East Egg,
West Egg.
Word.
One of them. I forget. I'm pretty sad. I actually won't. I don't think I'll get to see her dorm because I don't think I'll be able to go to tech before she's out of there. But she's planning to sign with collegiate next year. Oh, she already has, I think. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's all that stuff has gone up so much. Just
it's ridiculous.
Wild. For context, when we went to college there, which makes it sound like it was a long time ago, but we only graduated like 3 years ago. Our rent was like $480, $490 per person, like to share. 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, like she was
walk-in
great.
Closet.
Yeah.
And included furniture.
Yeah.
And
furniture.
Furniture was an extra $15 a month.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's insane.
I came out here for an internship and I was like, okay, I want to furnish this place. Like $200 a month. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and to put that in context, Tarun, congratulations. You just signed your lease this morning for an apartment in New York. And you're paying more than probably all 4 of us paid combined per month for your half of your apartment.
The fucking shitty little...
God,
it's actually not a shitty little box, but yeah, it's fucked. I agree.
So, if we could just make the whole world work on, Blacksburg scale and budget, that'd be great.
If only. Yeah. But now, right, like even Blacksburg has gone up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the difference is Tarun will have a view of Empire State Building instead of like Food Lion from his window. So
hey, you be the judge. Which one's better?
True?
No, I don't know what his view is. So I just make sure.
No. It won't be Empire State Building, but I'm like a few blocks over from Times Square and like.
Just Times Square. Nothing crazy.
Just around the corner, Times Square.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a blast, man. That's awesome.
Yo, you can't say it's gonna be a blast in New York, bro. You can't say that.
What? Oh, fuck. Sorry. It's gonna be an enjoyable time. No, dude. That's exciting. When I visit New York City, I'll hit you up.
Dude, definitely, bro. You have to.
Yeah.
It's quite a far journey for you, though, right?
I know.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, Kush, where are you at now?
So I'm currently in Mountain View, California.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which is in the Bay Area. It's about 40 minutes south of San Francisco. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I moved here. Basically what happened was before graduating, I got an internship with Tesla, and that's when I moved out here. And I've kind of just been here since. Luckily, it happened during COVID, so I finished up classes basically remotely.
Yeah, that's how.
Actually, it was, dude, I forgot if I told you this, but so there was this one class that I had to finish. Basically, when I started interning, I did a semester online, and then the summer happened, and then I had one class remaining to actually graduate, just one class. So I was hoping that COVID would force that class to be online, but this was fall of 2021.
Was it EmiLab?
This was EmiLab, yeah. Emi, 4124 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they decided to be in person. And now I have to like quit my internship and come back to Blacksburg for one fucking class, right?
Oh, wait. Was this Emmy Lab or CFD? Like CAT CFD?
Sorry, CFD.
Oh, shit. Wait, they did do that in person?
So what happened was, they announced it in person, right? They announced like all the classes will be back in person. And I'm like, shit, I don't want to give up my job for this, right? And also Tesla was like, you have to finish your degree for us to actually hire you. So it wasn't, I didn't have an option of fuck that class. I've been working, so let me just start working. I had to finish that class, which was smart anyways, because I would have let go of a degree if I just didn't finish that one credit. So I called up, I had this professor named Huxtable.
Scott, the GOAT.
Yeah, dude. And he was the professor for that class. There were actually two professors. He was one, and then I actually don't even remember.
The other guy was, he was dead. He was dead.
Yeah. So I call Huxtable.
He's alive, not dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. You know, he was the dead. Relax. I could have no remorse. He was the dead professor. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
No, good clarification. But I called Huxtable, and I had him in thermodynamics, and he was an amazing professor. And I call him and I explain the situation. I'm like, dude, I'm working here. I'm in California, and I was planning to continue working throughout the semester. And I was really hoping that I'd be able to take this one class that I need to graduate remotely. Is there anything that we can do? He's such a homie, man. He says, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And he's like, just stay out there. He's like, don't worry about coming back. We got lucky. I got so freaking lucky that the room we were going to use for the labs, for the CFD labs, was taken. And so they decided to do all the labs online.
Oh, that's great. My God. The reason why this is crazy is because this class, I guess to give it like more context, was like everything is like simulation based. Like they give you like a bunch of instructions, you just follow it. So you can go in person, you just get on your laptop and you just follow the instructions. So like this is probably like the one class, like in terms of a lab, that you could definitely just do online because you don't actually need like any real help in person. But like it was the other Emmy Lab book where we actually had to do like stuff, like building stuff and like doing stuff in person. Then that makes more sense. But I feel like they could have just done this in person. I mean, online.
Online to begin with,
yeah,
exactly.
That's ridiculous.
But
that's hype though. You got clutched out.
Yeah, so he was like, okay, labs are online, lectures is still in person, but I'll just send you the notes, and you're competent enough to like figure it out. Jesus. And
everyone went to lecture when we were there anyway. So
yeah, exactly. And then he was like, just fly in for the exams. So I flew in twice into Blacksburg from California to take the midterm and the final.
Oh my God!
Wait, that's fucking crazy.
That's some shit, bro.
Yeah, to take this class to graduate and to keep my job. And funny enough, I didn't go back to Tesla. I left afterwards. But it was clutch that I didn't have to go back to Blacksburg for one class. I would have hated my life if I was just do one class.
Did you get a direct flight from SF to Blacksburg?
No. To clarify, I flew into IAD and then I drove down after.
Damn, bro, that's a long trip.
Yeah, it was a long trip, man. Just for this freaking class. But it was literally one day. I would land on like Sunday, drive down Sunday night, take the exam Monday, drive back Monday night, and fly back Monday.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my fucking God. I've never heard some shit like that before, bro. Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. It was a grind. But yeah, I didn't want to give up the job. So
Did you enjoy the labs, man?
Did I enjoy the labs? Oh, fuck that shit.
That's crazy. That's pretty much what I do for a job now.
Yeah, man.
Then why do you have to move if it's all simulation based?
That's a good point. Dickhead. But my team is there. I want to see people.
Yeah, what's going on with you? Are you moving?
Yeah, I posted in Facebook to kind of find a roommate. I've been ghosted 2 times now, so I'm losing faith. But I need to find.
Where are you moving? Oh, LA, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to move to south, like Irvine, Orange County, Costa Mesa area. So like 45 minutes outside of LA, like south of LA.
Dude, I love that area. It's like just far enough from all the BS of LA.
Yeah.
And right next to the oceans and the palm trees, and
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to live in Newport Beach. So if anyone's listening,
yeah, Chris, how much do you love it? Do you love it like a lot? I heard there's a guy.
Dude, no, I actually would move, but I'm kind of not in a position to leave. I eventually actually do want to end up down there. That's where I would want to settle.
Right, Ron, get a short-term lease, bro. You got it.
Yeah, I mean the backup option, I live by myself. It's just a little expensive for me at the moment, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Where are you working?
It seems.
Let's go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's why I'm working at Star CCM, which is like the CFD software there. So that's why I asked if you like the lab, because it's pretty much what I'm doing.
Oh.
I can't talk about Antis though. That's our competitor product.
I see.
We don't use Antis like that. How about you? Where are you? So you said you mentioned that you're not a Tesla anymore.
Yeah, so I went to a startup called Lunar Energy, and give me a second. Let me check our website, because I don't know what I can actually say.
Oh shit!
I can only say what is public on our website.
Fair.
So how are you harvesting the moon for energy?
You're like Victor from Despicable Me.
Oh yeah.
This is the first question that everyone always asks when they hear lunar energy. Okay, here's what I can say. So yeah, what happened was when I was finishing up at Tesla and I finished the class and I graduated officially, I had either the option to go back to Tesla or to the startup. And then I also was interviewing with Rivian. Thank God I didn't go there, because they freaking slashed their workforce.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you want to go back to Rivian, the plants in Irvine, man, come through.
That's actually, I mean, long term, that's where I would like to end up.
Holy shit.
And just move down there. So I'll hit you up, bro. But yeah, so I was either like, okay, I can go back to Tesla, which I've basically seen for like the past year and a half. And there were definitely a lot of pros to it in hindsight. But in that moment, I was like, dude, I just don't want to be a cog in a machine, essentially, in a way. Like, there's like 4 to 5 people making all the decisions in that company, right? Like, it's very top driven. And you'll never kind of see. I just didn't see myself there for a long time. I didn't think that there's a lot of the culture I didn't love. There's not a lot of company or like employee value, stuff like that, which are things that I value personally, especially like if I'm working for someone. Yeah, Rivian was actually I thought I was gonna go with Rivian until I talked to this startup, and I was like, okay, I'm young enough that I can take the risk to go to a startup. And it's also, what happened was a bunch of ex-Tesla folks left Tesla and started this startup. So this is public, is that our CEO is the ex-head of Tesla Energy. And so, yeah, he left to start his own startup. He got funding from Sunrun, which is the #1 solar installer in the US. And yeah, they've kind of chosen us as their kind of like an incubator, but like we're developing a bunch of hardware that.
Wait, so when did you find this company? Like when did it start?
Actually, yeah, funny enough. So it started in 2020. The way I found it was, I was just reading through a page at Tesla, and it was written by this guy, and I looked up this guy internally at Tesla, and I didn't see him, so I looked him up on LinkedIn, and he was at Lunar Energy, and it said he was hiring. So I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, look, what are you guys doing? I'm curious to hear." And when I talked to him, he's a fantastic guy. Like, just had an amazing conversation with him, and that's kind of what led me to choose it. It was, again, I could take the risk. It's a startup that has great funding, great leadership, and this person that I'm talking to that is going to be my, like, not my direct manager, but my manager, my skip, is I've completely vibe with. So, and it's a mission that I believe in. So I just, hop ship. And so, yeah, I've been at the startup, and it's been good so far. Actually, today is my 1 year. I hit 1 year at the startup.
Oh shit! Congrats!
So I vested.
And you're celebrating with us? That's pretty lame of you.
Yeah. No, I actually woke up and I didn't even know it was my 1 year until like I got this automated message and an email from Carta that my stocks have vested. Nice. Which is like so. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and it's been good. I'm kind of just going on here, so cut me off at any time or
no, man, it's interesting. Wait, so what? Can you talk about your role within the company, or is that also like
is that behind that website?
Wait, sorry, I don't know if you finished earlier. You said that your company is making hardware for.
So what we're doing is, again, let me make sure I can say this stuff.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Our mission is to transition homes to 100% clean energy. So if you think of residential home energy, that's the business that we're in. And Sunrun, again, that does like solar. We've partnered with them, and we are providing basically everything surrounding solar. And then I am a technical product manager. Like I own a product at Lunar, and coming in, that was actually not the role that I signed up for. If you're interested, I can go into depth into what happened. But I joined.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is stuff I can say. So yeah, what we're doing is transitioning homes to 100% clean energy. We're trying to make homes cleaner and decarbonize the grid. My role in this is I am a technical product manager for one of the products that we are building. And I started off as I was supposed to be more of a NPI, like a new product introduction manager. So making sure like we have all these products, and whenever you're releasing a new product, you always run into issues. You have learnings, and building it is a whole thing, right? And so that was my role. But then over time, I started doing more and more, and my manager, my manager was not the best at the time, and we let go of her, and that's when I kind of like took on more ownership and just like kind of got myself into this role.
So with the coup d'etat, bro, respect. Take that role.
And honestly, I've got super lucky.
Hey, you worked hard, man. You earned it.
No, thank you. They were originally going to backfill my manager, but then they didn't, and I just inherited the role. I don't manage any people, but like I've been functioning as like again a product manager since.
Right.
Yeah. So like it's been fun. It's been a lot. Honestly, being completely transparent, that I think not enough people talk about is like I've early on and still sort of deal with a lot of imposter syndrome. I'm like, I'm so young and I've been given so much task and responsibility. Like, am I the right person for this stuff? All of that. And maybe some people listening feel the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like definitely an issue. And the more I talk to people, it's like, yeah, people feel like this, especially in the Bay. And I'm curious to hear from you guys. Like, do you guys feel that way? Do you think some of your coworkers might feel that way? Because in the Bay, I've talked to a bunch of people, and it's like, these are really smart people, but they feel imposter syndrome, and they're like, damn, am I good enough? And all that self-doubt, right? Which isn't great for mental health. But yeah, do you guys feel like in your roles or since graduating, you've felt that way, or people around you have felt that way?
I can go first. I mean, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like all the time, literally every day.
Yeah.
A lot of what we do at work is like we provide like a service internally to like other teams at Capital One. And what that means is like if any other team that's using our service like has a question, they come to our team and they ask us things about like, yo, how do you do this? How do you do that? And there's a lot of times when I just actually do not know, and I have to like follow up with them later and like try to debug their issues. And like even when I tell them like, oh, this might be a way to solve it, like I don't even know if that's like 100% thing. And like I don't think there's any amount of like studying or like work that I could do to ever feel like I'm 100% like this is the way to fix it, because every fucking day there's a new problem or like something changes, and like it's impossible to keep up with. And so I don't know if that's exactly imposter syndrome more than like, just things are changing. It's like a lot to keep up with, but I feel like it's rough. Like I don't know anyone that's like fully 100% confident in that type of stuff unless it's like your lifelong passion to do whatever the fuck we do at work, which I don't think it is for
Yeah. No, thanks for the honesty there.
Yeah, I just started working like 5 months ago, and I don't have like even that much on my plate, but like whenever I have like a case to deal with, like I don't like since I'm new to the job, like I'm still like I'm pretty much still learning the software, and I'm being asked questions by people that use the same software like for the last like 5 years of their work, and like they're asking me for like one specific thing about like why it's not working, and I'm like I fucking have no idea. Like I'll look up like we have like all this documentation, I'll look through all of it. I'll look through related cases, and sometimes I find something related and I can like come up with an answer, but most of the time I don't. And then I'm just like sitting there on my computer like, should I reach out? Like, do I look stupid? Like asking like people higher up with me like to help me out, because I feel like I'm always asking them. But I mean, I think what I've learned is just like you gotta rely on the people in your company, especially at least when you're first starting, and then hope that like over time you like start to feel more comfortable with what you're doing, and then you don't need to ask for help anymore. But yeah, I feel that for sure. It's because I think like I mean I went through school. I did my master's and everything, and I feel like when it comes to school, I feel like it's kind of easy because like you have a lecture, you learn what the material, and then you're like quiz on the material, you have homework on the material, and like it's like easy to grasp. But then like when it comes to stuff like this, it's so like specific onto certain things that like I think just over time you might be okay with it, but especially when you're first starting, like you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Because like there's no like lecture on what I'm doing here, right? It's just you just know or you don't, and then like over time, hopefully you just understand everything. But
man, and that's a great point, and something that I've been thinking a lot about is like I feel like our entire degree wasn't necessarily a waste, quote unquote, but it just didn't prepare me, and I don't know if you guys feel similar, but like nothing at all.
I would agree with that.
Maybe something, maybe like 5 to 10%, but it's like, damn, you pay all this money for a degree. I guess this is why people get masters, but it's crazy. Yeah, I've basically like forgotten 90% of the stuff that we learned.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys relate to, which is pretty bad.
No, I think I've talked on the podcast about this before. I think, but like 'cause me and Kush both do mechanical engineering at Tech. And I think mechanical engineering of all the engineering degrees offered at Tech might be the most broad in terms of like there's so many like different classes that you're required to take to like get the degree. So there's not that much flexibility in your schedule, and like I think with mechanical engineering there's so many like breadth areas within it that like you can specialize in anything. But with the way the curriculum works at Tech, like you have to take all these like introductory classes that by the time you graduate, you just like know a little bit of everything, but not enough of anything to like be confident where you want to go with your career. At least that's how I felt. That's why I did my master's. But that's why I wish that they'd change the way they do it to give you more flexibility with the way you choose the classes you take, like at least after your like freshman or sophomore year. But I don't think they will, just because I think employers just like seeing a well-rounded candidate more than a specific field of learning.
Yeah, I think some people or some companies view it as like you can either go to grad school to get the molding, or you can get molded like at an introductory level job.
Yeah.
So it's kind of whatever opportunity comes your way first, or what path you decide to go down is where like you hone your skills more so.
I just think it's more frustrating that like you have to rely on like, I mean, you don't have to rely on a master's degree, but like it's not like cheap to get a master's degree, right? Like it's just, I don't know. They could do a better job with the way they handled the baseline education, in my opinion.
Like bullshit. They just need to get rid of all the fucking old people that teach us shit that they learned or like on their first job. It's just so stupid. Even like, okay, I'm a software engineer now, but I didn't do like a CS major or whatever, but like when we took CS classes, and like even if I did the major, it's just fucking useless. Whatever they teach us is not really used at all. You just learn how to problem solve, but I don't need to pay like $100K to do that.
You should step in and reform the education system, Harsha.
I actually don't give a fuck.
You pick your battles. Harsha, I'm curious. How did you decide to pursue an MBA? I don't know if this is something that you've already talked about on the podcast.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to do it just because I knew I didn't want to be a software engineer forever. So that's not something I'm like passionate about. It's just something that it's just easy to get a job in.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought it was a good time in my life to do school. I don't know what I want to do exactly after, but I wanted that flexibility.
Would you say the people that you're taking classes with like have a like better understanding what they want to do with their MBA, or they're also like kind of the same pool where they're just like really. Time in their lives?
Like I don't talk to the old people. By old I mean like close to 30 and above, but like the people our age, like they don't really know either. They just know that
it's a good time in their life to do.
Yeah, some people like their company and want to stay in the company and do something else, which I wouldn't mind either. But we'll just see how it goes.
I guess for like a manager position and like a software engineering role, like you don't need an MBA, right? You just need years experience, I guess.
Nah, I don't even want to be an engineering manager. I think that's a terrible job.
Dude, I should have been silent for so much of this podcast. Just like, yo, that sucks. Fucking everything sucks. Bad.
No, I think engineering manager is like really, it's a tough job. Like you have to do so much, and like it's too much. I'm not passionate about coding that much to manage people and tell them.
But I guess I don't really know like what a software engineer manager does though. Like, do they like actually code as well, or there's more just like handling tasks for like everyone, or just like managing tasks within like the team and stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much that. And then like if shit hits the fan, they have to jump in or like talk to other teams about stuff and things like that.
Christian, what have you been up to?
Yeah, so Christian knows that like in college I worked for ESPN, like I did all this cool sports stuff, but like now I work in finance, so like it's totally different.
Shit, you're in finance. Okay.
Yeah. They're like inherently what I do is in like totally different realm. Like I still work within media. So it's not like I'm a finance bro per se.
Not yet, at least not yet.
Not yet.
But at my job, I mean, I feel some of the same things. I don't think I feel them as strongly because I use a lot of the things in my degree still, like to this day. I wouldn't say on a daily basis, but often enough to where I think it wasn't a total waste. I like what I do to an extent. I think maybe the field isn't, what I'm super passionate about, and that doesn't mean I don't like it at this point, but I'm doing things that I learned how to do in college that I honed like personally after college. And then I started working around the same time as Haran. So like, I'm still not super experienced. But in my organization, like there's me, my boss, and then another person on my team. That's our entire department. So I don't have like a population to go to ask how to do something. Like if I don't know how to do it, like my skill set is so unique that even within my 3-person department, like if I don't know how to do something, like it's on me to figure out how to do it. Like nobody else has the answer.
Yeah.
And when you guys were talking about, while Haran was talking about like running into issues at work, I was thinking about like when I'm doing things at work, how there's no like right thing that's like the end product, right? So like a lot of what I do is graphic design, right? And so like I know what I have to put in the graphic. I know like what I have to do, but it's not like it has to look like this.
Yeah, like there's no like right answer really. Just whatever you deem is right.
Yeah, a lot of it is subjective. And then like I like to get like second opinions on things at work, like within my team, and be like, okay, like how do you think this looks like? What do you think? But there's no like, oh yes, that's gonna get us an extra $5,000-$10,000 of sponsorship money. Like that. Just see what's gonna happen. So it's a lot of like uncertainty when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, like I think everybody in my company is really content with where they are, except for the people in my age, which I've noticed even the short time I've been there, there's a lot more turnover with people my age than the more established people. But I think maybe that's to be expected in that sort of industry. I think it's just part of being a young adult in your first or second job is trying to like figure out how you work, what you like about. Not what you like about working, because I think a lot of people just don't like working. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. But finding a way for it to work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like not everybody, unfortunately, not everybody's gonna be super passionate about what they do, which like, or like for work, I mean, because like I'm sure everybody's passionate about something, but being able to monetize it isn't exactly a
Were you going with this, Christian?
I actually didn't even mean to do that, but when I said the word monetize, like, I wasn't actually trying to do that. But I think it's really hard sometimes that I think about like when Tarun talks about work sometimes, he's just like, I fucking hate everything. But then he has like all these other things he likes to do that like, I know he wants to do them as work, but he can't to live. So like, that sucks.
You can play COD to live.
Shut up.
Oh man. If we could just run Warzone all day, like, fun times.
Yeah, some people could do that, you know, like, but you have to like make sacrifices in order to like make that a career, right? Like you have to put in so much time to make that work, that to start at the level where like we are, where I feel like to make that jump, you either have to have like somebody like supporting you, or like you have to have like a ton of like savings to like be comfortable to make that leap. And that doesn't just go for like these streamers. This goes for like artists or whatever, people who quit their day job in order to like do passion work that will return some sort of monetary value.
I actually have a ton of thoughts on this. So I'm reading a book called Quit Like a Millionaire. And one of the metrics it's this lady, the author, uses is degree, like cost of the degree to what you're going to get paid after, right? Like bang for the buck of your degree, basically.
Yeah.
And her entire point is fuck your passion for the first like 5 years of your life and just go for the degree that'll get you the highest value once you graduate. And then once you do it, graduate, get a high paying job, and use that to fund, you know, as you're saying, your side hobbies and like the stuff that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
And eventually, if you can reach financial freedom, you can do anything you want, right? And if you have a base earnings that's just growing in value with interest, you feed off the interest, and like maybe your hobby makes you enough money to, you know, pay the normal bills. But like, I agree, man. And actually, one of the things I want to ask you guys and your thoughts is, I feel like we have a huge focus on work in the United States. And we are one of the only countries and cultures, I feel like, that has that. Everywhere else, I think, has better balance between work and life, which often leads to better mental health and, you know, just general higher levels of happiness. I'm wondering if you guys, and it sounds like you guys do relate to this, but I'm wondering if you guys feel that you're, you know, caught in this system and want to get out of it in some way, shape, or form, and like, you know, wake up with a feeling of stuckness. And actually, another question that I do have as a follow-up to that is, would you actually ever consider living in another country that doesn't have these issues per se?
While we think about that, let's go to an ad.
Are you stuck in this episode? Let's go to an ad. All right, guys, welcome back from the ad. If you don't remember, Kush had a 2-part question. Basically, do you feel like you are stuck within this like U.S. culture, working culture of like, I don't know, just being a repetitive cycle, more or less? And then second part is, would you want to move to a different country? I can't come up with a formulated answer to all of that, but when he was asking this question, it reminded me of something that this grad student I met in Spain said. When she was teaching these classes, she was like, she said, in Europe, like people work to live. So like they work in order to just like go about their lives. But in the US, people live to work. So like it's just a completely different perspective on how people like just approach their lives. Which I thought, like, I think about that sometimes. Like when she said that, I was like, okay, like I guess I understand what you mean, but like now that I'm a little bit older, like I can understand what she's saying. When it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a there's no means or no end to the means, or whatever the fuck the phrase is. Like, what's the end goal, right? Like, I try to think about that with a lot of like decisions that I make. Like, okay, where is this going to put me? Like 3, 6, 12 months down the line. So,
man,
it's tough.
It leads to me asking a bunch of existential questions.
Yeah,
which I'll touch on, but like, I'm curious to hear from the rest of you guys. What are your thoughts on that? I don't know if it's a harder question than you might have wanted on the podcast.
No, you're good.
No, I mean, yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, you wake up at the same day to attend the same meeting every day, and like you're stuck in that sense on it's like a smaller level. And then generally, like you're just working to make money to like spend money, pretty much, and that just never ends. I think, me personally, the job I have right now, it's not something I'm looking like I care enough to change. I think my job is pretty flexible. As a software engineer, like, you're working at home all the time. I work like I complain about working sometimes, but I complain when I work in like a 7-hour day, which is like supposed to be normal. Like, so it's not a huge deal. Just find time to like do stuff after work, and I don't really see myself living anywhere else, to be honest.
Yeah. Whenever I think of moving to a different country, it's just adjusting to another nation and all the small things, culture, language, for example. It's tough, but if you are able to do it, I feel like it's probably rewarding. But it depends on what you value.
Yeah, for me, I feel like my job as of right now, like I don't have that much responsibility, and therefore like my hours aren't that bad. Like I'm not like overly stressed. Like I haven't really worked like I haven't felt overworked yet. Definitely not at all. So I think if like that is to change in the future, maybe my perception on how things are will change. But for now, like I don't really feel like I'm stuck in a cycle, because I guess like I haven't really felt like pressed enough to like perceive it that way. But yeah, I mean, I think that might change in the coming months, so maybe I'll revisit this question. But in terms of like living somewhere else, I wouldn't be opposed. I think I can use this move to LA to see what that's like, because I don't really know many people in the area, so like that's kind of, at least in terms of like that transition, that should be interesting. And like maybe if that goes well, I could consider moving to another country. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't. I'm not close to it right now, but it is, like what you said. I feel like transition is definitely going to be tough, especially if you move to like a very like non-English speaking country. Like it's gonna be hard to get by. It would be nice to like have a change of culture, though. I think that's like, at least right now when you're young, right? It's the best time to try. No real responsibilities or anything.
When you say move to a different country, like, do you have like somewhere in mind when you ask that question? Because like I feel like a lot of people, to like ease like those difficulties that you talk about when you move to a new country, they either move to a country to where like they have roots in, like family, at least historically, or to countries that speak the same language to try and like nullify a lot of those challenges. So like
that's a good question.
Like the US, like all white people move back to England because you can tell them fucking none of them speak like Gaelic or German.
Yeah, you go to like England, go to Canada or like Australia, but like I feel like that's like changes in culture.
Even
like,
Canada, like that's not like, it is different, but it's not that different, you know. I feel they're definitely way more chill, like when it comes to like their culture. But I feel like if you move to a big country, like you're gonna find a lot of the same issues in like any major city.
So to answer your question, when I think of that, I think of like Spain or something, which I've heard has relatively low living costs, beautiful place, and has like decent jobs too. And then obviously traveling Europe is super easy, stuff like that. But yeah, it just comes down to what you value and all that stuff.
Yeah, actually one person on my team who's working from Argentina, as a contractor, he's leaving our company after like 3-4 years and moving to Spain to work at a startup as a software engineer.
Oh, nice. That's hype.
So you gonna join him?
I'm good.
So what do you guys usually do? We've talked about hobbies, right? Like things that we wish we were doing instead of working, for example. What are those things for you guys?
Oh, I want Haran to go first.
Why me?
Because I don't know the answer.
I mean, I don't really got hobbies like that, bro. Something I want to work on, though. I think realistically, what I found is like, at least like, especially at Stanford, like when I wasn't studying or like doing work, like I was like outside, like playing soccer or basketball or just like going to the gym or doing something, like just keep myself active. I feel like that's not really a hobby, but
that's a hobby. Yeah,
I guess it's a hobby. Yeah, I just like I want to like, especially when I move to LA, like the weather's gonna be nice and like. Especially like I guess like these months right now, I wish I was in LA where like I could just go outside like after work and like go like play outside basketball or like go play soccer, or, like just be outside without it being cold and stuff like that, right?
Should come here. It's pretty nice,
dude. Shut up, man. Actually, though, you can't come here. You can't come to Mountain View.
Nah, I could. I mean,
you can.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like for work?
Oh, for work? No. I didn't even like. Can I not go? Like, I can go back there. Like, it's nice to live in here. And the area you're in, it's nice. It's nice to live in. Yeah. Also, quite expensive, but it is nice to live there.
Yeah, because man, I feel you. It's so nice to just be able to go outside anytime.
Yeah.
Go play basketball. Go be outdoors.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But I am trying to like add more to my like potential list of hobbies. I just don't know what really sparks me besides sports and just being active yet. At least. And I guess video games too, but that's pretty lame.
Nah, man. Do you guys still run usually?
We haven't in a while actually, but we were playing a good amount like during like I guess winter break, even though we don't have a winter break per se. Like those like weeks. Yeah.
But also,
I miss those days.
Yeah, I feel like so like it's hard to play with Harsha. Pause. But but like Harsha usually has had a different schedule to the rest of us, so Harsha couldn't play with us as much. But when we did play with him, we would cycle through games. Like we would do COD. We played GTA for a while. I feel like we played like another game too. But it was good to like run as like a 4, you know. But nowadays, I feel like it's so hard to
line up schedules.
Yeah, you like have to schedule to play video games, which kind of like defeats the purpose, honestly.
Yeah,
like.
Gone are the days where you'd be like, "Yo, want to hop on right now?" And be like, "Yeah, let's go.
Like,
let's run it."
Like it's weird. It's like, yeah. So, I also like moved away a lot from like online gaming and went back to like when I was growing up. Like I didn't have like Wi-Fi a lot. Like I had like those like portable hotspot things, which is like it's Wi-Fi, but like. For gaming,
it wasn't strong enough to like game on it.
Like gaming online, like is chalked. Like the signal is so ass that like, yeah. So I played a lot of single player like story driven games, and I found like that to be like more fulfilling in a way because like playing online games, like it's cool to like beat somebody, but I mean, you're gonna get beat too. So like, you know, that only lasts for so long. You know,
that's a cycle that always kills you, bro.
No, that's you.
That's what keeps you, man. That's what keeps me up at night, bro.
And so, no matter how good you are at the game, like somebody's gonna beat you at some point, right?
No.
So like more story-driven stuff, I think has been like more interesting.
It sounds like you're scared.
We're not doing the cycle again, bro. Relax. But you know, I still do a lot of like creative stuff. Like creative is in like a artistic realm, like music and I guess like this is our hobby.
I guess it's for Christian too. It's a good amount of time on his end.
But yeah, I feel like to diminish sports as like not a hobby isn't fair, Haran, because like if you're going to gym to like be healthy, like that's one thing, right? But if you're doing it for like an enjoyment type of thing, that's a different way of looking at it.
It's fair, yeah. I feel like I like to classify it as something different than a hobby. I feel like I don't know, but yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I don't know how else would you classify it.
But like on my end, like I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. Like I'm not into spending my time like that. So. I was actually thinking about this the other day that like a lot of our friends are really into watching movies, and to me like playing a video game that's story driven to where like I can affect the outcome is like a movie to me. And so like to be able to have like an impact on the story myself like is more fulfilling, if that makes sense.
Fair.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
But I also spent probably 10% of the time that I did play video games, so
How about you, Kush?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same page as her, and like hobbies outside of work are definitely bowling, and actually something I picked up more recently is skiing. I ski a bunch now. Dude, it's awesome. I mean, if you guys ever come out here, Lake Tahoe is a beautiful place. And skiing is just super exhilarating. Like the adrenaline. I don't know if you guys have ever been. Yeah. Christian, maybe have you been? Because
I think I'm the only one who hasn't.
I haven't.
It's crazy, man.
Only Haran's the only one who has. I think.
No.
Turin tried last year. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. When you were here, did you go to Tahoe at all?
I didn't go to Tahoe. No, it's because I went. The last time I went was at Stowe, Vermont, in like 2019, I think. Winter or like January 2019. And Stowe is like it's pretty intense, I guess. Like I think a lot more like experienced skiers would go to Stowe versus like the ones near to like Nova. Like what one you went to, Turin?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Whitetail or like Whitetail? Yeah, Whitetail. Like the ones close to Nova, I think, are a little less. Like the ones with the artificial snow compared to like actual like snow, I guess, is also different. But yeah. So like, when I went there, it was my third time skiing, and like we went for 3 days, and I went with like a bunch of people that like had skied a good amount of times beforehand, so like they knew what they were doing. And like, but just like by the third day, like my knee just started like hurting. I just felt like I wasn't as in control as I'd wanted to be, and it wasn't like after like 2-3 hours, I just fall too much. I'd be like, I'm done. It's not.
Did you take lessons at all?
I took lessons when I was like in 6th grade, like the one time I went, and then I went again in like 8th grade. And those times, like I would fall, but it wasn't that bad. But then this time I went recently, I just felt like I wasn't in control, and like it was scary to me, especially with like people like hella people around me, right? Like I just didn't want to like injure anyone else besides myself. So it's like it's just probably not a good idea for me to get out there.
It's a pretty high barrier to entry sport.
Yeah, I just feel like I didn't like I'm also very clumsy to begin with. I also feel like my center of gravity was like it was tougher on me to like for like those like to make those jump cuts that you need to like to stay in control. Like I had like one of my friends, Charlie, who's been on the podcast. She's like probably like a foot and like a couple inches shorter than me, and like it was her first time skiing, and like by 2 days she had mastered that shit. Like she was like going down these like steep ass slopes like super slow because she could like do the jump cuts really like precise so that she could like maintain it. But like, whenever I tried, like I just couldn't do it the same. So like I just kept on. I went down a lot more faster than I wanted to, so it was hard to control.
Yeah.
I mean, Kush, are you good at it?
Yeah, I've gotten better over the last couple times that I went, and there's just so much to it. Like there's so much technique. There's so many factors. Like so last time I went, I tried skis that were like 163 centimeters long, and then I just was like falling all over the place. I was picking up speed too quickly, and then I went down to 158, and then it was 5 centimeters, literally fucking 5 centimeters. And it changed everything. And I was, skiing much better. And I was like, dude, it's fucking 5 centimeters. So there's like just such little things.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot, man.
5 centimeters, bro.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
You could change a lot of lives out there, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just saying.
But yeah, there's like form, technique. But yeah, once you pick it up, it's a ton of fun.
I didn't know that the ski length like affected it that much. It's such interesting.
Dude, the length, the shape, everything, man.
Can you explain the mechanical engineering behind that?
Oh my god.
So
what's the center of mass difference between the 158 and 163?
Shut up, man.
It's actually the length helps pick up speed faster because you have more contact with the non-friction surface. So
oh my god, you actually explained it. What the fuck?
Wait, how did you dude? No. And actually, the tip of the skis is what matters the most. It's like there's some tips that are more blocky and some are more round, and that really impacts the way you like turn and kind of hedge against the snow, stuff like that. Yeah. Agreed. Interesting, huh?
Damn, you're so smart, dude. Elon must be so sad to have lost you.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I attach like a damping coefficient to my ski to make me go slower to Kush? Can you do that for me?
Kinematics.
For spring break here, actually, like they're organizing a ski trip to Lake Tahoe. Actually.
Oh shit.
Just
I'm not going, but
go visit.
I'm not going, but it looks fun.
Don't ski.
Go.
Yeah, man.
But it's like too late now. I think the signups were like before I started.
If you
school.
ask them, bro, they'll put you in, bro.
But also, like,
dude.
I don't really want to. I mean, I'll go. I think I'll go next time when I know more people now.
Man, you know, like 35,000
Yeah, but
people in Chicago.
I didn't when it was happening. I didn't know.
But now
Wait,
you
all
do.
them
If
sign
you
up?
email them and you want to go.
No. Well, a couple of them did. A couple of them didn't. Like, no, not everybody. I think I'll go later. I mean, like, I'm just visiting me that week anyway. So.
Wait, what you need friends for?
perfect time
Like,
to
Kush,
ditch,
Kush
bro.
could just pull up with you.
Huh?
Yeah, dude.
You don't need other friends. You just like, Kush, tell Kush
man.
to pull up. And he'll
Honestly,
come.
just don't ski. Just go hang out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go to sit. You just sit in the lounge and get some hot chocolate, bro. It's
Yeah,
great.
get a view of the mountain.
Drive a Tahoe.
Drive a Tahoe.
It is beautiful though if you make it out. Hey, I wanted to ask you guys, how much have you been watching the NBA, and what do you think of this Kyrie trade?
Oh,
Dude, this Kyrie shit is so fucking funny.
why?
I don't know. I just saw a lot of memes. You know, like I saw RDC's video. LeBron is so mad.
and that's so funny.
LeBron literally went on national TV to cry for like 35 minutes yesterday. It's really funny.
Nah, he said he was okay, man. He said after a couple of days, he
why do
forgets
they
about
interview
it. Back to
then?
business.
Why did they interview then?
Dude, yeah, there's a whole ass interview in the middle
No,
of
it
nowhere.
wasn't about
like,
Kyrie though. Wasn't it about him breaking the scoring record?
But what did he do that after then? Like, what the fuck?
No, but didn't they ask him
That's
about
true.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
I guess they could have scrapped it if you really don't want it out there.
I
He probably
also-
wanted this. He wanted this statement out there. He wanted people to know that he was okay in the inside, or wanted people to know that he was okay, but probably not okay. You know.
What is this subliminal? Bro, he's LeBron. He doesn't need some fucking. Yeah, that's stupid.
I also saw the clip of Mark Cuban reacting to the trade.
No, that was cap. That was from that was when Rudy Gobert broke the NBA, which is actually crazy because we were all five of us were together at Topgolf when that happened. You remember that, Kush? Like March 2020,
No,
right before.
He doesn't remember that.
Oh yeah, you were a little gone that day.
Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, man. For context, we were at Topgolf on my birthday in 2020. That was the day that everything shut down.
The world shut down.
Yeah.
And we ran into, because you guys were like a couple of bays down or something.
Yeah, we were just.
It wasn't planned, right? I don't think we planned.
No.
Yeah, we ran into.
Christian was here to like Christian's a big golfer, so we decided to go. Christian's good at Topgolf.
I just like Topgolf. That's it.
Yeah, honestly, it's a fun.
That was your first time going though with us, right?
First or second? Yeah.
I think it was the first. But yeah, then we ran into Kush. It was crazy coincidence.
Yeah, and then we ran into each other a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep running into you when you come back.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. I'm like,
that's why it hurt when I realized you were in Mountain View. You were fucking like 10 minutes from me this whole time when I was at Stanford.
dude, I know. I literally I deadass just forgot you were at Stanford.
It's okay. Not the first person to tell me that.
Wait, is it really 10 minutes?
Like for
No,
10,
it's like
15?
15
That's
minutes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I
But you
blame
were there,
Ron.
what? When were you actually there?
I was there from September 2021 to like June 2022.
Okay. I came in August. I literally came the month. I came August. Wait, you were there till June 2022?
Like this past June, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. There was definitely some overlap. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's all good.
Oh, man. That's whack, dude. I wish I saw you.
I had no idea. Did you know I was there? I don't know if I told you.
I think you had told me, but I forgot. Like, I just didn't.
I think the last time we talked was like...
Topgolf, bro.
No. We I think he messaged me about one of the fucking. He messaged me about like one of the labs in like 2020.
Like dude, probably, yeah.
He's like, hey, listen, man, I'm flying in. I really want to do a good job.
Send me the answer.
Man, it's actually crazy because I would still score above average. And I'm like,
even though you weren't even there.
You dumbasses.
Dude, I wish the professor would say that. You know, like they do like the debriefs after the exams come out. Yeah. They should be like, yo, we literally had one guy flying and do better. All you dumbasses, bro, step up. Do better.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
But yeah, bro. Honestly, no. When are you moving to LA again?
I think I'm hoping end of March is like the end goal. So.
All right, man.
I'll probably come up to SF at some point in the summer, so I'll hit you up.
Come up. I'll come down too. Like one way or like round trips from SF to LA are super cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably
Juan's got an airport like right in him.
Yeah, so I mean, there's an airport nearby. John Wayne.
Oh, really?
But it's not LAX.
It's not LAX, which is I think it's even better, I guess, in terms of like airport traffic. But yeah,
that's true.
Oh yeah, man, you're gonna have to deal with that traffic.
I know, man. I don't think I'll venture into Hollywood. I mean, I think I've already seen everything there is to see. I think I'll only ever go if like people come to visit because I don't know. Well, maybe there'll be cool stuff around me that we don't have to actually go to Hollywood, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Let's just go to San Diego. It's pretty close.
Dude, San Diego. Oh my god, have you guys been to San Diego?
Been twice. It's pretty nice. I went recently. Me and Turing went there like last March.
Yeah, I love
nice area, man. It's pretty chill.
I love that place. Yeah, that's where I'd want to settle. Actually,
not fucking
buy a house.
Yeah.
It's close enough, man.
It is pretty close. It's not that far.
It's either Spain or San Diego. We got to pick one.
Spain, Diego.
Yeah. Spain, Diego. Yeah, no, for real.
Actually, at that point, might as well just go to Mexico, bro. Go to Tijuana.
Dude, you'll get fucked up in Tijuana, man.
Wait, what? What happened in Tijuana? Whoa. What happened to... Wait, tell me some stories, bro. What happened?
Tijuana's so sus, man.
Wait, what?
I mean, I'm sure you guys know this. Tijuana is so sus. So...
Yeah, what about it?
I haven't been. But when I was in San Diego, we like caught an Uber, and the Uber driver was telling us a story about when he went. And he crossed the border, and he went to some club, and his passport and his wallet got stolen, and the club owner refused to give any of it back until he was like, and again, this is the owner, right? Like, so what happened was I think it was a strip club or something, and one of the strippers took all that shit.
And so the owner is in possession of it, and he's like, I'm not going to give it back to you.
Yeah, like the fucking owner.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, okay, your staff stole something from a customer. No, fuck that. Your staff stole something. They gave it to you, who was the owner, and the owner, you're not giving it back. And he said like he got his passport back, and then he was walking back at night, and there were just like a bunch of sus, like there was like no street lights, a bunch of sus shit going on. Granted, this isn't something that you would only experience in Tijuana, but it was just like his experience there. And he fucking booked it. He booked it to the fucking border, flashed his passport and ran in. Like he was like, he's not going back. And then I have some friends that I work with that are from Mexico, and I've had to travel there for work recently. And they're like, where we travel to is a pretty nice city. and then they're like, yeah, I live 2 hours north of the city that we're in. And he's like, you see all these police? They don't fucking show up there. Like, you stay in your house. Like the cartel runs that shit.
Oh shit!
The cartels run the town that he's from, and they are like the police essentially. You know?
Yeah.
You've probably seen all the shows and whatnot. And
Narcos. And stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy hearing it from a colleague.
Real life perspective. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, maybe I'll go to Tijuana then. I was kind of gassed, bro. I heard because the only reason I brought it up because I was talking to someone who's like from the Irvine area, and he was like, "Yeah, like there's a really like good I mean, I guess it is in Tijuana, but like he's like, there's like some really good taco places there, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll go. I'll go for some tacos.
Bro, you can get that in San Diego.
You can get that in San Diego.
No way. You just got almost got everything stolen. You risked your life for some tacos in Mexico, where every fucking 35 feet there's a taqueria where you can get great
like this tacos. Is like the best tacos he's ever had, man. And I was
he's in on it, bro. He's gonna steal your passport.
he's gonna be waiting for me on the other side of the border.
He is a stripper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
What's his number?
Is your colleague, man? Look him up on LinkedIn. But yeah, no. Stay safe out there.
Oh man, I will.
Yeah. Let him cook.
Kush, I need you to come out and protect me, man.
I'll be there, bro. I don't know what I can do to protect you, but I'll show up for you.
So I guess like for like weekends, like what are there to do in Mountain View? Or do you venture like elsewhere on the weekend to like have fun?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's always venturing, honestly. There's a decent amount to do in Mountain View, but like it's not a city, right? It's south of San Francisco. Mm-hmm. But its proximity to Monterey, Big Sur, Lake Tahoe, the city itself, and like it's perfect. Like you're right in the middle of all of that. So on weekends, it's always going out to one of these places, going on hikes, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the pro of California is, you're paying a lot, but it's super pretty and you can do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, any time of the year.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the weather is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if you like being outdoors.
Harsha, you never answered, and Tarun, you never answered what your favorite hobbies were.
I'm very got the police out here, bro.
Now that he said outside, it reminded me.
Harsha,
do you have time for hobbies, bro?
Yeah, honestly, is your hobby school?
I don't have any hobbies, so it's okay. If I didn't have to work, I think I would just sleep, work out half the day, come back, eat, hang out with my friends the second half of the day. I think it's a good life.
But what if your friends want to?
That's what good life. That's what good life by One Republic would have been, bro. It would have been about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just I enjoy working out and staying active, like Haran said, and I never had a chance to play basketball yet since I've been here. That's something I missed. But
how's the gym ground been going? Have you been going?
It's been going. I haven't been in a while. I'm going on Saturday at 8 a.m. So
8 a.m. Damn, this dude made a schedule to go to the gym.
The person that one of my friends from school, we go to the same gym, and he was like, "Hey, you want to work out?" And I was like, "Yeah." No, go on Saturday. It's like, "Yeah, you want to go in the morning?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll go in the morning." He was like, "Yeah, come at 8 a.m." So I'm going.
God damn.
Respect.
You never would have done that with us, man.
Nah, fucker, never.
Yeah.
Dude, if me and Christian are like, we have to go ball at like War or McCombs at 8 a.m. Would you have done it?
I don't have time otherwise. That's a problem now.
Fair.
Man, those ball sessions at War. Oh my god.
Suck your ass off.
College was fun, dude.
It wasn't the binge drinking. It wasn't the constant partying. It was being able to play in a basketball gym for more than 2 hours.
without paying.
Yeah.
Without paying, exactly.
Yeah.
Or I guess technically paying, but
technically paying. Yeah, fucking $24,000 a year.
What a steal.
What a steal.
Let him cook.
So happy.
All right. Tarun, I know you've got an almanac of hobbies. List them all out.
Tarun is my hobby.
Whoa. That's R-rated. We don't accept that on this podcast.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I have a lot of things I enjoy doing, but I don't think I've done a lot of it in a while. Like, for example, I think like graphic design or like drawing, art, that type of stuff, I really enjoy. But I haven't really done that stuff apart from like when I drew stuff on my iPad like a few times in the past few months. Like I don't think I've done it since like I created the new branding for the podcast.
I mean, still, I think
that was like a year ago.
Still counts.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I feel like drawing on your iPad still counts. I mean, it doesn't amount to anything. It's just something that you do.
Yeah. Shit, man. What else is there? I mean, I guess photography. I haven't really picked that up in a long time though. Cabo was the last time in like a very long time that I did it. Which is actually really sad because I was popping off with that shit in college for real.
It'll all change, bro. You're in New York.
Yeah, man. That's actually I hope it will change. I feel like I should make myself make a change in New York when there's like everybody around. Like it's easy to go anywhere real quick and fucking
film those TikToks, bro. Be like, yo, to go to a stranger, be like, yo, you want to take some photos of you?
Dude, yeah, so bad. Fucking shit photos as well. Such ass photos.
It could be a new segment on the podcast where you walk around with your photography camera and then you start interviewing people. Like get somebody like filming on their phone, like do like a 5-second or like a 5-minute like interview, and then take pictures of them, and then boom, it's over.
Yeah, I'm done. Actually, it was crazy. Like when I went to New York this past weekend to tour apartments and stuff, and we walked through Washington Square Park, and like that's where you see like all the TikToks like that are in New York, I would say. But I didn't realize like how crazy it was because I think I saw 5 people filming there, like 5 separate hosts, and then there's like a camera guy that's like one dude has like a huge ass camera and he's like far as fuck away, and then there's other ones that have like a microphone, and there's like a guy that like just filming on his phone like a few feet away, like a regular video, right. And I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't know like the game was this deep. Like I didn't know there's so many of these fuckers, bro. It's kind of crazy. But I guess it could be like a side hustle for a lot of people. So shout out to them, I guess. Yeah, man. I don't know what else. I think that's pretty much it. I think it's just like creative stuff in general. But I think a goal for me, or goal that I had for myself this year, was to get more into that stuff and not let it just be some shit I do every once in a while, but actually like practice it and be good at it and stuff like that. Also, I would say like having to do my master's like after work actually makes me like more productive and like makes me want to do this stuff even more. Like if I finish my schoolwork like after work quickly, then I can use that time to do stuff that's like fulfilling for myself. It's like it's weird. Like even like we were just talking about like how we played COD like quote unquote winter break like a month ago, like in December-ish or early January. And that month I actually felt like really shitty, even though I didn't have school, and I was pretty happy to like have free time, but on a day-to-day basis, I was like, damn, I'm not really doing like anything, and it feels kind of shitty. And I don't know if that's like a toxic trait or like it's a good thing, but it was something that I picked up on that I didn't really notice about myself before. Whereas like if I didn't have something that I like accomplish every day, it felt kind of like an absolute waste, and I was like, oh, what the fuck am I doing?
Dance, we're not going to play again?
Yeah, we're never playing again, bro. It's fucking chalked.
No, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like I enjoy doing it. It's just like...
No, dude, I got the message, man. You're loud and clear, man.
I read between the lines, bro. It's okay.
It is a fucking waste of time, bro. I mean, like, honestly, like, what the fuck? Dude, we're prestige. You can't even prestige anymore. But like, what the fuck does it mean? I'm level 179, and it just keeps on going forever. Like, people that were level 1500.
Dude,
like,
when you hit that 9 kill streak, man, you don't feel a little satisfaction?
I do feel satisfaction, but I also, when we're playing Shipment, I just feel my brain rotting. Like, absolutely rotting. It's so much sensory overload. It's so much fucking, like, oh, man. They're just, like, literally playing to our fucking emotions, playing to our brains' minds. Like, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's my take.
Dude, no, you should definitely get back into photography, bro.
Yeah, man.
You're actually so skilled at it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's
really dude. Nice. Genuinely, I think your editing is actually some of the best editing that I've seen in photography.
Thanks, man. That means a lot, actually. I would say, like, that's very nice.
Yeah. So where the fuck you at, man?
Yeah, dude.
You're depriving these people. They're starving.
Yeah. It was like, actually, no, honestly, anything that you put out was always of high quality.
Thanks, man.
I don't think there was, like, you have this bar and everything is at that bar. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've ever seen anything below that.
Yeah, that's why I can't post on Instagram anymore. It's actually
you can't go back.
Like I actually think about this often. Like in college, I was like, no, I'm not going to post these like fucking iPhone photos, like whatever. Like I thought it was like better than that because I took pictures and stuff and I cared about it a lot, right? But at this point, it's just like it's so much work and like honestly, like it's hard to even like see your friends that often. So like sometimes I do just want to post an iPhone photo and I feel like I can't do it to my phone.
But your personal is like different than your photography.
Yeah, that's fair. Right? Yeah, that is also fair.
But I think Turin's personal IG has some hella high quality photos though, like very high quality photos of yourself.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So don't post on there, man.
Yeah, no, honestly, maybe it's like one of those things. It's like a capsule, and it'll never be topped, and I just leave it there, and I just make a new Instagram, and I just post on there only.
Make a Finsta, bro.
Finsta?
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, this is 2016?
Yeah, what am I, like fucking 19? Bitch.
I was thinking about that, though. Like, when it comes to creative things, like, I feel as though, like, I hold myself to a high standard for things, so, like, I don't know, like, when it's good enough to, like, be done with it. I always feel like I'm going back and like fucking with things and like trying to make it better, but then like overthinking and making it worse. It's like a similar level of like I can't post these pictures because they're, my heart isn't in it. Like I don't think I've devoted enough time to it, and so like it's not worth to like share with everything else. So like, what do you think about that? You specifically?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What does Hoshi think about that?
Bro, over there, this fucking burrito blanket. Fucking burrito.
No, I mean, it's tough, man. I feel like I always have to one-up myself now when I think about posting. Like even we were.
What if your bar is super low, so whatever you post will already be better than what you already have out there?
Well,
I mean,
you just 180 this conversation.
It's just like I feel like I've. Like if I'm like I don't, it's not like I posted like I think I posted like twice last year, right? Maybe if that. I think I might have posted once. I feel like if I want to come back and post, it needs to be like a good, like I have a ton of ideas of like like pictures I could take of myself, like sets, like I would, because now I have the money to like do whatever the fuck. Like I can
yeah, dude.
Like if I really wanted to, I could like rent out a space in like DC and take some pictures at some like crazy ass like photo shoot place, whatever it's called,
Dude, you can use my house for free, man. Some nice backdrops here.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I feel like I can do better, and like it's also like a challenge for myself. Like I don't want to just take the same picture over and over again. And I feel like a lot of what I did in college was just like, oh, I'm in this new place. I'm gonna stand in the middle of the frame, and that's gonna be the picture. And I'll wear like a nice outfit. But I feel like it needs to be better than that.
Fine, I'll deactivate my account. Jesus Christ.
The game's the game, bro. I can't, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Which was middle of the frame not is that not the move anymore? Should I stand? Where should I stand?
It was never the move, honestly.
Tell me where to stand. I don't know where to stand. That's why I don't take photos, bro. I get fucking anxious all the time.
You know the rule of thirds, dog? Yo, learn that shit.
What?
Yeah, Google it. Do your own research.
I don't know what you said.
Rule of thirds.
The rule of thirds? No, I don't know that.
Okay.
I'll look in my own time. Thank you.
High key though, another thing that I noticed is like a lot of my photography is made for like Instagram. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm taking photos that I know would like the crop would be like the framing and all that shit would look good on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it's probably better that I take photos that I would like and not like people. It would not be like just straight aesthetically pleasing on my feed or like to other people that are just scrolling on Instagram.
Exactly.
But the problem is there's nowhere else for me to fucking showcase my photos because
you have a website, right?
I mean, I can pull up my website every once in a while. But like,
I'll check it if you tell me to, man.
Bookmark that shit.
Prove it.
Huh?
Actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Incognito booking,
Incognito booking.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going off, but another thing is just like, Instagram is not made for pictures no more, bro. It's straight reels and all that shit, man. Fucking video, just like I don't see.
Blame TikTok, man.
Yeah, man. It's fucking stupid.
I think we need a new photo sharing platform, bro. What are you gonna do about it, Turin?
Nothing.
Dude, I think you should just be organic and just have fun with it and like post whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Especially in the city, like so you could get some nice shots of the skyline, and, like sunsets and all. I don't know.
Yeah, just get one of those Uber helicopters and just have them take you up really high, and then just take the pictures, and then have them bring you back exactly where they picked you up.
That's it, bro.
You take a photo while you're falling out of the sky, bro.
No.
That'd be crazy.
I fall out of the fucking helicopter with a fucking selfie camera, like on the fucking long ass stick.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping? Oh my god.
Can you skydive in the city?
Once?
No way they allow that,
right? Jesus, your ass is gonna fall into the tip of the Empire State, bro. Gonna get wrecked.
Actually, like, is it if you like skydive? Like, is there like things that will shoot you out of the sky in New York? How does it go? Like, is there any Spider-Man? Is there like any like level of protection there? Wait, like, they can't like there's no way they just let anyone just like drop in from the sky, right? Like,
I don't think
there must be some like kind of like
anywhere,
huh?
I don't think any like.
Well, like, I'm saying New York specifically because of the history, because of like how like big it is, like.
Oh,
I mean, deadass. Like, is there like military surveillance? Like, do they? What happens?
For sure.
I'm sure there's like National Guard and like shit like that.
Like, what do? They just shoot you out of the air? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, like that Chinese balloon that was over like Montana or whatever that bullshit.
Yeah, it took him like 3 days.
Oh yeah.
No, but like if they shoot you out of the sky, don't you just fucking land into like? I don't know. I'm wondering.
Yeah,
are you talking about like skydiving, where you got no parachute, or you mean like you're gliding?
No, I understand what you're saying, right? Like if you actually shoot down a plane that's on top of New York City, the plane's gonna drop onto New York City.
Yeah. So I'm feeling like if it's just like a one person just dropping down, like not like gliding down, not like parachute, like.
Oh, you mean like a vehicle, like a UFO?
I guess, but like I don't know, man.
Not like actual
it depends
UFO,
on if they have
the
their force field on, right? I mean.
No, so
what they just fucking they hit the force field, just what slide down the force field.
Yeah, bounces off. It's like Wakanda, you know.
Can you explain the mechie behind that, Kush?
Explain the mechie behind vibranium to me.
He's like, so if it's like just like 5 centimeters longer.
Whoa, I mean,
Kush, you took MSc, right? You know all about material science. So tell me about vibranium and what kind of properties vibranium.
Kush is like, this is.
I think y'all think I'm some ME god, but this cannot be further than the truth.
But I mean, you work for the moon. Like, that's pretty crazy. I don't know.
Oh, we're asking the wrong questions.
Wait, is there vibranium on the moon? What do you know, Kush?
Oh, it's made out of cheese. How do you think they power everything?
He can only say what's on the website, bro. Chill out.
Exactly.
Anything's possible.
That's crazy. Wait, so Haran, getting back to your question.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna look that up. I'm actually interested.
Did you mean like as a person flying through the city, or like in a plane?
Like someone like in a plane, they just drop out of the plane, like they're like straight up flying down to the city. You know what I mean?
No parachute.
Like maybe you put the parachute very late, but like you know like how like Tom Cruise, like Tom Cruise does it in like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
like,
in movies,
that kind of level.
Sure.
Yeah, that kind of level essentially though. Like
okay, so I will give you the most realistic answer as I can with somebody not educated at all in this topic. I'm sure there's people, especially high security buildings with like high level of lethal force, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you see some guy falling out of a plane without a parachute, like, you know he's fucked anyway when he lands.
Yeah, what if he has a bomb on him?
I mean, what are you supposed to do? Get a fucking like
trampoline?
I don't know.
And then go back in the air.
Yeah, that was
insane. they shoot a trampoline at him so that he just flies. Does that mechanically like
stop?
Does that work physically? Physics?
Wait, you're saying
it depends on.
Wait, you're saying a trampoline that's just not even on the ground, just like a flying trampoline would have enough for you to drop off,
yeah,
and then rebound off.
Yeah, we'll have a Superman that does that.
No.
Call him like Jumpman or something.
As he's dropping out of the air, you throw a trampoline up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, then it hits, and then he bounces out.
Yeah.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
M1 V1
Wait,
M2 V2.
That's not elastic collision, but you're not gonna all the energy is gonna transfer. He's coming with so much velocity, it would probably take the trampoline with him.
No, but the trampoline.
Fine, we'll do 2 trampolines.
Yeah.
Wait, it'll be made out of vibranium actually, so you can't.
Oh shit!
God.
For that we gotta go to the moon.
But I'm saying like, if a trampoline's in the sky, if this trampoline's moving in the sky, like how does it?
Yeah.
Because like all trampolines are usually stationary. That's why like how you can like push down and then come back off.
No.
Right?
I would argue with
It'll
that.
be like multiple trampolines, so like one of them will catch his actual direction.
Kush's brain is hurting, man. We gotta let it go. Actually, Kush, before we let you go, you brought up the NBA, so you're a Celtics fan, right? This is
let's go.
What's your Celtics did very well last year. Sadly, they lost to the Warriors. I mean, maybe not sadly. I didn't really care for the finals, to be honest.
Fuck the Warriors.
Fuck yeah.
How was being in California when the Celtics lost?
Dude, oh my god, my work colleagues, man, they made so much fun of me. Actually, I made a bet with a colleague that if the Celtics won, then he would have to wear a Celtics jersey to work, and if the Warriors won, I would have to wear a Warriors jersey.
Damn.
I have to wear a fucking Warriors jersey to work one day.
Wait, which player though? That would determine.
It was Jordan Poole.
Oh,
Jordan Poole! What the?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
Wait, which guy would you allow?
Bro, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror.
Curry would be okay.
Curry, yeah. Curry or
like Curry would have been okay. Like Looney.
Andrew Wiggins would have been okay with me.
Wiggins.
Yeah.
No, Wiggins is fine.
Everybody else,
bro. Wait, Wiggins the only one you would allow, Harsha?
Looney's good.
No.
How about Draymond Green?
Fuck off.
What's the worst jersey you could imagine yourself wearing, Harsha?
Paul Pierce.
I knew it.
Paul Pierce. Oh yeah, you fucking Lakers fan.
Fucking hate Paul Pierce.
Okay, anyway, my original question was, what's your prediction for the Celtics this year? Because you guys are top of the East. It's looking like a good season again for you guys. You think you guys win it all this year?
I think this is the best chance that we've ever had. And so we better not fucking blow it.
Like you've ever had in the last like since Big Three or
since the Big Three.
Wait, who's on the
This
Celtics
is the best that we've.
Jason Tatum.
The guy,
Brown.
Subway commercials, Ruffles commercials.
Yeah, Ruffles commercials. Rob Williams, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon. Like,
what does that sound like you two, Turin? Sounds like championship material.
Yeah, I mean, you can have one guy that's really smart. You got one guy that's I don't know what else he said. Was he saying Robinson? What did you say?
Yeah. Robert Williams. I don't know if he's white or black.
The third.
He's black.
Yeah.
He's black.
He's RW3.
RW3, bro.
It's like RG3.
The third version always is the best,
Third time's a charm, man.
Yeah, man, it sounds pretty good to me, Kush. I back you.
Dude, that's all we need, bro.
It's over. Place your
I will say Trun backed the Bengals to win last year, right? And they lost in the Super Bowl. So
I mean, don't worry about that.
Oh fuck.
Mainly, I just want to call out, something that I learned today is that the record for like the most rings held by anybody is 11, and LeBron only has 4.
And that player was a Celtics player too.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
So would you say the Celtics are greater than LeBron?
The Celtics are greater than LeBron. Although I feel like LeBron probably has more money than the Celtics. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably not, but it feels
I don't think so. That'd be crazy. You think LeBron has more money than like the smallest franchise in the league?
No.
Mm-mm.
What about the Promise School?
Dude, respect to that guy, man. Respect to him for the activism that he does. But also fuck him.
Yeah, let's go. That's my thought.
Yeah. We're doing this on the night where he might break
honestly at this rate,
the most points scored.
It's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot.
How many points is that?
Bro, he has 13 and there's like 10 minutes left in the second. He needs
Wait, what the hell? That's looking weird.
He's got 14, you fucking fake LeBron.
Wait, yeah, how's it not looking great?
How's that not looking too hot?
He only had 8 points in the first quarter, so extrapolate that out. It's only 32.
Wait, how many points is the record?
That's good math.
36.
You need 30.
No, 38,000 something.
38,000?
No, yeah, 38,000 something.
Holy fuck.
And that's just regular season points. It doesn't count the playoffs.
Oh, so I ask you again, Turin, is LeBron greater than the Celtics or Celtics greater than LeBron?
The Celtics have more than that, by the way.
Damn it, I was going to make that joke. I wish everyone laughed at it.
Wait, say it again.
No, it's fine.
Well, I for one hope that the Celtics don't even touch or don't even sniff the NBA Finals. But
yeah,
that's just me.
They won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And that guy's name is Giannis.
Oh, dude.
We got over it. We're fine.
You're a Giannis fan?
No. I just don't like the Celtics.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's going to be Bucks versus Grizzlies in the finals.
What the? No, it's gonna be Nuggets, Knicks in the finals. Book it now.
Oh my god! Fine, the Cavs are gonna make it.
End the fucking episode.
And the Lakers.
This is all.
And the Lakers.
But what about the Mavs?
That's true.
Oh, good job.
Hey, you got Nazi on that team, bro. Capable of anything.
Holy shit! Is Maxi Kleber gonna go crazy now? He's
like a dynamic duo because he's
yeah. He found his true partner, man.
Yeah, so I think that's a good note for us to end on. We definitely want to thank Kush for coming on today. You know, he asked a lot of what's that word? Pointed questions, thought provoking, good questions.
Might take our job one day, man.
Yeah. You should guest host. Or just replace. Anyway, we should definitely do this again sometime. I don't think we talked about everything we even wanted to talk about. So
yeah, right, man. Yeah. I was gonna say I'd love to come back.
Yeah, man.
For sure, man.
We gotta start more. Thank you for having me.
Of course,
it's a fun time.
Is there anything that you want to leave the audience with? A little message or a little something? Saying this to perhaps myself more than anyone. Just fucking enjoy. Have a chill ass time. And have a good time. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Nothing really matters. No, I mean that I fuck with that heavy actually. Yeah. Everyone enjoy yourselves, you know. Everything is temporary, right? So you gotta enjoy what you got. Exactly. Great note to end on. Thanks again, Kush. For those of you that want to find us elsewhere, we're also on Instagram at An Interesting Discussion. And this podcast is also distributed on platforms such as Hulu, Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, HBO Max Plus, HBO Max, not ad free, the regular version. Disney Plus is also there, but I don't think we're on that anymore because of child safety. Yeah. What? And YouTube TV. Thank you. We'll catch you again later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.